guys, welcome back to the channel, Yorkshire Crafter, and today I have got the Wip and Chat, so Sunday catch up, what I've been up to and things like that. So let me get my first colour out. And we will get going. So Monday was usual shopping day, so I was stitching on the Disney cross stitch while I was waiting for my husband to get back with the shopping. I sorted all that out, put it all away, we had lunch, and then I came up here for a couple of hours in the afternoon. Just check, what craft did I do? I was doing the Peter Rabbit. I was finishing off the facial features and doing some of the onion that Benjamin Bunny had in his hand. So I made a start on that. And then after tea I went into a Zoom chat and I carried on and finished the onion for Benjamin Bunny. And then after the Zoom chat I was catching up with some YouTube, some videos that I hadn't watched. And yeah, that was pretty much Monday. So then on to Tuesday. Tuesday morning I was doing some more of the Disney cross stitch and sorting out some final bits of washing, drying and folding, and so yeah, did that then for the rest of the morning. Then we had lunch, and then in the afternoon when I was up here I was sorting out some pictures for the new show so I could create a thumbnail. I'll get onto the show in a little bit. It's a new show with me and Crafty Chris and Heidi. Diamond paint and cross stitch with Orchid. So all three of us are doing the show together, hosting the show together, and but yeah, like I said, I'll get onto that in a bit. And then after tea I was sorting out the text for the description box, and then I watched a live show, Build with Adrian. He was doing the Ferrari F40. My husband goes in and helps him, so was watching that, and then after I was scheduling the live streams. So the Wednesday show hosted by me and Penny's Pit Stop, and guests Crafty Chris and Orchid, and then the Crafters show that we've newly started at the weekend. So I scheduled both of those shows on StreamYard. So I did that Tuesday evening. Then on to Wednesday. So usual Wednesday routine is I will get up, sort the pets, well, have my coffee, sort the pets, and then I usually have about an hour and a half on my Disney cross stitch. And when it gets to about 11, I usually jump in the bath. And then once I've had my bath, I will send the link to Orchid for the show, and then well, Chris and Orchid. So I send them the link, and then I'll go back downstairs, we'll have lunch, and then after lunch is then usually when everybody else tries to squeeze a shower in before we go live at 2 o'clock. So yeah, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, UK time. So we what did I do on the live? On the live I was working on this, on the seahorses. We did the show, which is always good fun. So there was me, there was all four of us. There was Penny, there was me, there was Crafty Chris, and there was Orchid. So it's always a really good show. We have a good laugh, and you guys come in and join us too, and chat with us in the comment box. And yeah, I really do enjoy the diamond painting show on a Wednesday afternoon. Then after the show we had tea. So we usually have our tea at about 4 o'clock. So well, on a Wednesday, past couple of weeks, it's been a little bit later because our youngest is having well, he's been invited on to some extra revision and finishing off practical work for his subjects that obviously they couldn't do online, so he's been doing that. So we've not been, excuse me, we've not been having tea on a Wednesday till about 5 o'clock ish, because he gets home, he jumps in the shower, and then we'll have tea. So yeah, Wednesday for the past couple of weeks has been at least an hour and a half later. So yeah, unfortunately have been missing Penny's live cooking show, ready penny cook that she does at 5 o'clock. But yeah, I try and watch it back. So so then the rest of Wednesday, I think I was working some more on the garden cross stitch, the Dorin Jones Sal from Stitch Along from last year. It's the garden one with the gnome in the bottom right hand corner. And I was watching, no I wasn't, I was in a Zoom call. So about 6 o'clock there is a Zoom call, so I was in there for a little bit. I decided to stay a bit longer this time. So normally I only stay for about an hour, but like I said, I stayed a little bit longer this time, and yeah, met some new faces that came in and some faces that I already knew that came in a bit later on. So I've all of a sudden got a runny nose. Too much information, sorry guys. So yeah, I was in the Zoom for a little bit, and then I was watching a live show with Horlicks. He was doing a Terminator build. So I was watching that, and my husband had gone in to help, and so I was watching that. And then after that, I think watched a little bit of YouTube, a couple of videos, and yeah, so then on to Thursday. Thursday was mine and my husband's wedding anniversary. Been married 17 years. So about 11 o'clock my parents came to pick us up. We went back to the old town where we used to live, because there's a stitching shop, a haberdashery shop, and yeah, hadn't been in there for at least a couple of years. Well, not to look properly anyway. I think I mentioned last week that we'd been in a couple of times, but I'd not really looked because I wasn't stitching or doing anything like that at the time. So I went in and I had a proper look. I was looking at all the rolls of fabric and things like that, and it was all like curtain material and things like that, and I thought, uh-oh, I'm not going to be able to find any cross-stitch material. Sorry, just having a drink. But then my husband said, oh, they've got some pre-cut bags over there with some material in. So I was looking, and I got what they called a offcut bag. It was a little piece that obviously they'd cut off a bigger piece of Ada. So I got that. I think it were a couple of pounds maybe. It were an offcut. Anyway, that was 14 count Ada. And then I was looking because I wanted to try something with a bit of a higher count. So I managed to find some 16 count Ada, and it was sold by Bothy Threads. Yeah, Bothy Threads, and it was a 16 count. So I thought, brilliant, I'll see if I can get a big enough piece to stitch the Christmas tree that some of us have got. So yeah, I think the piece is definitely going to be big enough because I got it out the bag, and I need at least a 16 by 14 piece, and that was at least 20 by 20 square, so it's going to be plenty big enough from measuring it. So it'll be, yeah, plenty big enough. And then I was looking at some threads. I wanted some more purples and pinks for the peppermint purple, the one from last year, the 2020 peppermint purple. So I managed to get the 4 colours that I'm doing for that. And then I was looking at some what they call multicolour thread. It didn't say variegated or anything like that, it just said multicoloured thread. So I was looking at a green and red one. So I picked that up and I thought, yeah, that'll be nice to do on the Christmas tree. Maybe do some of the decorations in that colour. But then my husband came and he said, I found a discount bin, a bargain bin. I'm like, okay, he said, and it's full of threads, full of packets of threads. So I don't know whether they're discontinued colours or whether it's just some that they had overstocked. But I was looking in this bin and it was lots of little packets with about 4 different ones in, and they were selling them for £1. I thought, yeah, having some of those. And then next minute you knew I had 5 in my hand. But yeah, my husband was showing me all the different packets and the different ones we had, and I'm like, yep, putting them all in my hand. I think I had 10 at one point. Yeah, that would have gone way over my budget. So I was looking through the bags and at the different colours, and I picked 5. So if you want to see those colours in more detail, check out my floss tube that I did on Thursday, late Thursday. Because yeah, like I said, Mum and Dad picked us up about 11 o'clock. We went straight to the haberdashery shop, and then once we'd finished in there, we went for some lunch, had a hot beef and onion sandwich and a coffee, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a bit messy because the hot beef is done in gravy. The beef is, yeah, warmed through in gravy, so, and then onions on top, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Then when we'd finished that, my husband wanted to go and look in a scale modeller's shop. It's a lot of different kits to make, and they have diorama bits and pieces and railway things in there. So he wanted to go and look at some paints for a model that is going to be starting soon. So yeah, he wanted to get some paints for that, so he got some, and then we came straight back out because he said yeah, there's no point me venturing further into the store because I'll start seeing stuff. It's quite dangerous when he goes into shops like that because he could buy everything. So yeah, we we left there, and then we're walking and then I said, right, I'd like to go look in what's it called now? The Works, that's it. Wanted to go look in the Works to see if I could get some thin washi tape. I think I showed you guys last week I've started doing a diary, a journaling book, so I can write what I've been doing every day, and it helps when I do this show, so I can tell you guys what crafts I've been doing and what other things we've been up to. And yeah, so sometimes when I'm, well, most of the time when I'm doing this show, I'll look back in there because I've got it to the side of me here so I can see. Most of the time I'll remember, or as you know, get later into the week, I usually remember what I've been doing. So yeah, I wanted to look in the Works for some thin washi tape, thin in width, but they didn't have any. They just had the wider tape. I've already got plenty of that. Keep having to cut it down for separating my pages at the moment, so I didn't see anything in the Works. I didn't buy anything in there. And then my husband wanted to go to a bakery shop and pick up something for us for tea, because obviously having a warm lunch, we just wanted something quick and simple for tea because we weren't sure what time we were getting home, and you know, something quick and simple for the boys finishing school and college and things like that. So yeah, so my parents went to go find a bench, and yeah, just across from the bakery where my husband went in, they've put like a big event tent up, and they've put some picnic tables up, so if it's raining or it's really bad weather and cold, and you can go sit in there with, you know, takeaway coffee, or if you want to go sit and eat your lunch in there, you can do. So they've set all that up in the town. So they went and got a takeaway coffee. He went to the bakery shop, and I needed to go on to the bank. I just needed to change my address at the bank, and yeah, so I did that. Then then we were walking on a little bit, and I thought we were heading to the pound shop because that's the way we were walking. But yeah, everybody was starting to get tired, and yeah, we just wanted to get home and get out of the rain because yeah, it had been raining on and off all that day, so we just wanted to get back. So got back to ours. My mum and dad stayed for a little bit because I jokingly said to them, you know, you're gonna have to stay because the youngest will be in home about an hour or so, and you know he's going to want to see you. So we came in and we were chatting, and yeah, they saw him for a little bit. And then yeah, when they left, we had our sausage rolls, and my husband had a sandwich, and the eldest had some sausage rolls because that's what he'd asked for, and the youngest, he had a couple of pasties, and yeah, my husband had warmed them up in the oven because all of us find cold pastry causes indigestion, so it's better if it's warmed through. So yeah, my husband warmed them up in the oven, and he sat and had his sandwich. It was a ham salad he had. So yeah, we did that, and then oh no, I am getting all my days mixed up. I said that yesterday Horlicks was live and he wasn't. It was Build with Adrian that was live. It was Thursday that my husband was helping Horlicks and doing the Terminator, and yeah, I'm getting my days all mixed up. But yeah, so once we'd had tea, he more or less got onto the computer and was in pre-chat with them before they went live. And what craft did I do on Thursday? Trying to think. I did the garden stitch along, the Doreen Jones garden cell. That's what I was doing while they were live. So yeah, done a little bit more on that. I finished the birdhouse, and I've started the beehive, the next square. So yeah, I've got quite a bit done on that, but a lot still to do because I'm on well, I didn't officially finish part 1, but I moved on to obviously part 2, which was the flower in the first square. I think it's Venus flytrap, or just a gorgeous pink flower. And then, like I say, I moved on to part 3, which is the beehive, and then there's another little rectangular box underneath that with some flowers on, and that's also part of part 3. So I'm on with the beehive at the moment, and then I need to stitch the rectangle underneath that in the border colour, and then I can do those flowers in there. So yeah, quite a bit still to do, but I'm enjoying doing it. I'm really enjoying doing it. But I just love Doreen Jones' work. I've been looking at some other patterns and things that she has. She has some free ones on her Facebook, and then she also has her Etsy shop. I've seen a Christmas one that she's done. It's the same style. It's in boxes, candy cane present, but yeah, I might go and have a look on her Etsy shop and see how much that one is. But yeah, like I say, I really like Doreen Jones' style, and her patterns are really easy to read. But yeah, I'd like to do that Christmas one she has. But obviously we've got the we'll have the Christmas tree one going, so like I keep saying, I'll keep you guys up to date of when that's gonna start. So like I said, a few of us have already got the pattern, so but yeah, find out when it officially starts. So Friday, let me see, Friday. So Friday morning is change bedding, have a bath, and then depending what time it is, I'll do a bit of Disney cross stitch, then have lunch, and then have a couple of hours up here crafting. And I've actually done a couple of recordings, so you'll see those next week sometime. Then after tea I had a chat with Crafty Chris, and yeah, it's working some things out for the new show, and then I think I spent the rest of the evening then catching up with YouTube and things like that. So then Saturday So Saturday morning was usual cleaning. Then in the afternoon I was trying to work out what I was going to do for the show, for the crafty show, and I decided on peppermint purple. So I got all my threads out, my pattern ready, sorted out positioning my camera and things like that, and then went downstairs for a bit, chatting with my husband, and then my mum and dad turned up. So yeah, they stayed for a bit because my mum had been working, so she says, well, we thought we'd pop in, and they brought us some big tea cakes, big baps. So she says, yeah, we picked some of these up in the market, so she brought those for us, and yeah, they stayed and had a drink, and then when they left, we what did we do? Did we have tea, or had we already had? No, my husband got on with tea because we were having prawn kebabs. Well, prawn skewers done on the grill, and then yeah, we make our own wraps, so salad and prawns, and yeah, my husband had picked up this sweet chili sauce. So we used to have sweet chili sauce before, and we hadn't had any in ages. My husband used to pick up a really nice one at the supermarket where we used to live, but since moving he hadn't seen any in our local supermarket. So when he was shopping online, when he'd done some Iceland food shop, he noticed they had some, so he ordered some. It's the Blue Dragon brand, and yeah, really nice. Bit more of a chili kick than what the other brand we used to have, because it was just a supermarket's own brand. But this one, yeah, it's got a bit of a kick in the back of the throat. But really nice, really nice. I'm just looking for the next colour. So yeah, once we'd had tea, I think it was about 5:30 once we'd finished. So when I got upstairs, I just made sure, you know, I was all ready. I'd got a drink, and I was all set up and ready for the live show. So the new Saturday live show, it's a craft and chat basically. So yeah, just what it says. Craft along with us and come and have a chat in the comments box, and all of us were stitching, so I was asking Chris and Heidi how long they'd been stitching for, and if they could remember the first project they'd done. But I'm a fairly new stitcher. I tried one of the children's kits, the plastic canvas, a couple of years back, but I just couldn't get the hang of it. And then, like I said in the show, March this year, I got gifted a cat cushion wool cross stitch. So yeah, I kind of got the hang of it, doing it and the way my crosses had to look, and so yeah. And then in September, my husband got me the Disney cross stitch, and yeah, I've not looked back. I've joined quite a few stitch alongs and been building up my stitching supplies. And yeah, if you guys have seen in previous videos, I was sorting out all my floss onto bobbins and putting them in those cases, and at Christmas time I got gifted some packs of fabric, 14 count Ada, different colours, so I've got some of that still, and other Ada and things like that I've been gifted. So slowly building up my stitching supplies. So yeah, but the yeah, that's what I was saying on the show. Never mind, completely off topic. But yeah, the new show is for any craft. So yeah, the Wednesday show is specifically geared to diamond painting, but the Saturday show is any craft. So yeah, like I say, on a Saturday at 6:30 UK time, come and join us, come and craft with us, come and chat. But yeah, it was a really good first show. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I was working on my peppermint purple for last year, because as I've said, I managed to get some more of the colours I'm working with, so I just started doing some of the borders, some of the boxes and the rectangles. As you're working down, get some of those in, so because I'm doing it week by week along with this year's peppermint purple. So when I do the next one for this year's, I'll do another box like I'm doing it at the same time, so try and keep to the same week. But I think, what was it, week 19 or was it week 20? I think it was week 20 that we're currently up to with the peppermint purples. So yeah, I go and download the one for this year off the Facebook group, and then I will look in I think last year's I've got up to week 48, either 45 or 48, something like that. But I managed to get the full, well, not, I managed to get the full pattern at the end of last year when it had finished, because obviously I'd started it. I wanted to have a go, see if I liked black work, and then obviously starting the one this year, I got gifted the thread pack at Christmas for the one this year, so I've been able to do the called for colours. But like I said, the one last year, I just wanted to give it a go, see if I liked black work, and I really did. So at Christmas time I got asked, do you want the called for colours as part of your Christmas present? So yeah, so like I say, I'm doing both of those. So but yeah, I really enjoyed Saturday's show. It was good fun, and all you guys were interacting with us, and it even came out that my husband had cross-stitched when he was younger, because I was asking some people in chat, you know, how long have you been stitching for? Can you remember what your first stitch was? And then my husband commented, I cross-stitched a house, something else, and a windmill, a house and a windmill or something it was, he said in the comments. I'm like, oh, no, I didn't know that. And he said it was when he was younger. He was about 11 years old, and he said it was a school project that he'd been doing. So, but yeah, he cross-stitched when he was younger. I mean, who knew? Obviously not me. But yeah, he's cross-stitched when he was younger, so that came out on the live. And then he was also saying that he's a son of a dressmaker, and I was telling everybody about some of the things that I'd heard that his mum had made, bridesmaids' dresses, even the wedding gown, and yeah, she used to make all sorts, but she unfortunately can't do it anymore. But yeah, so the rest of Saturday I was diamond painting, and well, we were chatting a little bit after the show, and you know, asking each other how it went, and you know, did you enjoy it, and just catching up what we'd each been doing and things like that. So chatting a bit after, but then I was diamond painting a little bit, and then I think there was another Zoom chat and things like that. And so yeah, I really enjoyed yesterday. A really good show, really good day. So we're on to today, so I'll just chit chat a bit with you guys about today. So got up this morning, I had my coffee, sorted out the guinea pigs and the rabbits their breakfast, the cats their breakfast. But Lazy Bones Ted, our little doggy, didn't want to get up this morning. Well, he didn't want to get up at 8 o'clock with me this morning anyway, put it that way. And then I think it was about 9:30 our youngest came down, and I was in the middle of ironing, so once I'd done that he came in and got his breakfast and a drink, and Ted still didn't want to get up. I think it was about 10:30 when our eldest got up, and then that's when Ted got up because I heard him jump off the bed. So youngest said, I'll sort Ted out, you know, you go for your bath, you've just finished ironing and whatever. So I came up, had my bath, and yeah, by the time I'd done my bath my husband was up. And then went downstairs, saw how he was, well, asked how he was, and then he said, I've made sure I've got everything, you know, that I need, so you can go record your Whip and Chat. So yeah, basically I came straight up here and on with you guys. So yeah, that's my week pretty much. So yeah, I finished off folding a bit of washing this morning, got stuff sorted and organised into ironing and non-ironing. So once I finish this video and start it uploading, then the boys can sort out the non-ironing stuff, you know, bedding and towels and bits like that. So they usually sort all that out, and then the ironing will be brought up and sort all that out. So uniform, t-shirts, trousers, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, so it's been a really good week. So yeah, diamond painting show, then his anniversary, then the new Saturday live show. I'll just quickly grab, sorry guys, the kit from Dave and Christine, because I can't remember. I might have shown it, but I don't think I've shown it for a while. The cat stitch. So this, whoop, that's going to be too far in. Let me lift the camera up a little bit and I can try. Hang on. Let me move some things. Hang on. So move it back a bit. No, still can't see. Still can't see. So this is the cat kit from Dave and Christine. So I've managed to do a little bit on it. I think I've started up here somewhere in this corner, the pinks and reds, and I'm just moving into doing some of the cat now. So yeah, let me see if I can pull it out and I'll show you how far I have got with it. So I started up in this corner here, and I've just started doing some of the face. So I've just started doing a little bit on the face, but yeah, it's quite a big bit of fabric. So yeah, it's because when they gifted it to me, they said you can cut down the bits of wool and, you know, do it into a latch hook if you want to. But yeah, so I'm really enjoying stitching that at the moment. So like I said, I keep picking it up and having little bits, and but yeah, so I think I'm going to let you guys go. I've just done 55 minutes, so not too bad. So like I said, I think I'm going to let you guys go. So I hope you enjoyed this video, this little bit of a catch up. Yeah, so remember guys, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Bye guys.